on Alana's right. You can all be seen. I want you to move a little bit closer here. Joseph, step further forward, so at least you can be seen.
You want
Okay. And if you want to think a bit more toward the camera, both of you go like this a little bit.
Yes, over there.
Shalom to you can both be seen. You can't see because on your screen because of the field you have up to you. Shalom to everybody. I'm Rabbi Mark Cooper, the Mohel, honored, thrilled, and delighted to be here. This is not the environment we anticipated, but the pandemic lingers a little bit. And I want us all to say hello to the Zoomers. Hello, Zoomers.
Hi, Zoomers.
How many folks are there on Zoom?
I can't see.
And to begin our service, let's all call out these words in Hebrew, Baruch haba. And now we're going to ask the baby be passed from Paul to Sherry to Eva. And we welcome this child into a circle of love and family connection.
Yeah, no one says his name.
And now you're going to put him on the little Cappy Fishy. Cappy Fishy.
Yeah, got it.
She's keeping in clean, not good. Because if you roll off the pillow. I know you don't want to do this, but hand under the pillow, totally under.
You know what, maybe let's get rid of that.
Right there. Hold it. Shalom to everybody. We're here to celebrate a bris. I'm sure many, if not all of you, have been to a bris at one time or another. We're here for so many incredible reasons. What we're going to start with today is inviting Alana to offer our traditions prayer, expressing gratitude for recovery. This bracha is said by a lot of different people, but we all, I think, understand why someone who's just gone through labor and delivery would want to say this bracha. So as best you can, face the camera.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hagomel l'chayavim tovot shegamlani kol tov.
Mi shigmalech kol tov, hu yigmalech kol tov selah. May God, who has been so gracious with you, enabled you to embark on the process and journey of healing, continue to be gracious with you, Alana, as you continue to heal and gain strength after having given her.
Amen.
We are here today to celebrate some important things. We're here to celebrate the miracle of new life coming into the world, the idea that some things in this world happen not because of human cleverness and creativity and ingenuity. Some things happen because of that. All buildings and jumbo jets and iPhones, those things happen because people, human beings, are clever and ingenious and can make and build anything. Reality is we can't make and build everything. Some things require a partnership with God, partnership with the creator of all life and on its birth of the baby is at the top of that list. For this baby to come into the world, we need, let's just call it what it is, a miracle. Something that we cannot do by ourselves and something that we can barely explain how it happens and when it happens. And so we are here to celebrate nothing less than the miracle of new life coming into the world. And that indeed is a reason for a simcha. We are here today to celebrate parenthood, the beginning of your parenting journey, Alana and Joseph, the love that brought you together and that is such a foundation of the family that you were establishing. The hopes, the dreams, the expectations that were set into motion when the two of you found each other and began a new life together are so profoundly and meaningfully fulfilled with this child coming into the world. We're grateful that you intuitively know to transform your simcha, your joy, into our simcha. That we all have this moment of joy to celebrate with you. And we invite you now to offer your words of prayer and bracha facing the camera.
We have been blessed with the awesome responsibility of raising our newborn son.
We pray for wisdom and guidance as we teach our son to become a caring and loving person.
Dear baby, may the name we give you today add meaning to your life.
May the legacy of those who have come before you light your path and guide your steps.
We dedicate you to Torah, to a never-ending fascination with study and learning.
We dedicate you to never-ending growth as a human being capable of giving and receiving love.
We dedicate you to a never-ending concern for family and community, justice and charity. Today, we affirm our desire to create a Jewish home and to live a life of compassion for others in the hope that you will learn from our example.
Beautifully said. We're here today to celebrate new life, to celebrate parenthood. We're here to celebrate the idea of family, the idea that all of our lives, especially as Jews, are enriched by the sharing of wisdom and love across the generations. And we honor that notion of family, a foundation, a bedrock of the Jewish way of life, by calling on Eva and Steve to offer their words as grandparents facing the camera. Ready? Here you go. One, two, here we go.
Yeah,
We are
we are thankful for the many joys that have blessed our lives. Now this wonderful moment has happened, a new life, a new child to love, the opening of a new chapter in the chronicle of our family's existence. May our grandson grow in health and happiness and become a blessing to us all. May Joe and Ilana find joy in the years that lie ahead, and may we be granted the joy of seeing baby grow and flourish. Then our prayer to you, Hashem, shall have found the answer. The days, the years to come shall be for us times of peace, wondrous fulfillment, great joy and happiness.
Beautifully said.
Amen.
We're here today to celebrate new life. We're here to celebrate parenthood, family, and I think we are here today to celebrate the sheer miracle of the continuing story of the Jewish people. For those who know something about where the Jews have been for the past 4,000 years, you know there have been so many moments where by logic and reason, we should have stepped off the stage of history and disappeared into the mist of time. That did not happen. Here we are, the tiny Jewish people, continuing our way in this world, continuing to make incredible contributions to human civilization, thriving in a land of our own. You've got to wonder how that's possible. It's possible because of people like Alana and Joseph, who stand here today to affirm that there will be another chapter to the story of the Jewish people. There will be another generation of our people, and that is a simcha to celebrate. And above all, I believe that is the essence of what a bris is about, a celebration and affirmation of the ongoing story of the people of Israel. All of this is symbolized with our tradition's oldest continuously practiced ritual, the making of a permanent mark on the male organ of procreation, otherwise known as circumcision. All medical arguments, pro and con, set aside. This is our people's oldest continuously practiced ritual. Whatever you can think of in the realm of the practice of Jewish life, lighting Shabbos candles, eating matzah, having a Pesach Seder, reading Torah, blowing shofar, whatever you can think of, nothing has been practiced for as long in an unbroken chain of tradition as this ritual, which symbolizes nothing less than our people's adamant, unyielding determination to continue our story in every new generation. We honor it here today in that context. Now I want to turn to another important bris ritual. We invoke the presence of Elijah the prophet. It's just a few days from the Pesach Seder that we all celebrated together, each of us in our homes. When we also invoke the name of Elijah the prophet, very fascinating character. A story is told in the Bible, in the book of Kings, where he is depicted as a somewhat zealous, fanatical guy. He wants the world to be a perfect place, perfect peace, perfect coexistence, perfect tolerance. He does not get what he wants. But when we, the Jewish people, imagine the world to be that kind of place, we invoke the name of Elijah the prophet. We do it famously on Passover night, when we have a cup of wine for him on the table, open the door, imagining him to come into our midst. And we do it at the end of a Shabbat, actually, and we do it at a bris. Why the bris? Because if you look at this incredible child and you look at him and you say, maybe he will be the change maker the world needs. Maybe he'll be the guy to inspire his generation to make the world a better place. And in that spirit, invoking the name of Elijah the prophet, we say, Zeh hakisei shel Eliyahu zachor latov. This is the throne, the chair of Elijah, through the couch of Elijah. May his memory be for a blessing. And we call on we call on Sherry.
May the world this child inhabits become a place of peace and goodness, righteousness and harmony. May he seek justice and equity. May he inspire the members of his generation to help him to transform our world into the place of goodness and decency that it can become. And may we who gather here today at the very beginning of his life merit the special privilege of living to see that miracle come to pass in our own lifetimes.
May it come to be. Now we're going to call on our Zoom master to invite first Nisa and Yaakov to offer their reading. So maybe you want to spotlight them. Look at that.
There we go.
That beard.
Where are they?
That's
I don't
We're
see
here.
them on the screen.
Oh, Israel.
Hi from Israel.
Shalom.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay. May this child be strong enough to know when he is weak and brave enough to face himself when afraid. May he feel joy and have the strength to weather life's challenges.
May he show compassion towards those in need.
Amen.
Thank you. David and Mika Rivka. David and Mika Rivka.
Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to find them in the crowd of people who are happy to be here. What's their
You're doing great.
They're going from Israel to Maryland.
what's the last name? I see a David Weiss and a David Arfin.
Zadorsky.
Zadorsky.
Sometimes we get Zoom.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Zadorsky, my last name.
Tricky. This is fun.
There they go.
Start looking for the next guy.
There we go.
Hello, can you hear us?
Yes.
No, you have.
Okay. May this child come to know himself and be reverent and humble. May he grow to be a proud member of the Jewish people, inspired and committed to contributing to its welfare.
Thank you. And now,
Thank you.
Sheila.
Thank you.
Kayla.
She's on the way.
Should be here shortly.
She don't have to come from California. It's so far.
Okay, here we go.
There she is.
Okay, I'm reading on behalf of Drew, who's in another box somewhere. May this child be blessed with many gifts. May he have patience and compassion, awareness and understanding. May he develop into a confident young man filled with optimism. May he always have a sense of belonging and purpose and develop strength of character to live his life to the fullest.
Beautifully said. Thank you.
Amen.
Joseph and Alana.
We affirm that we will embrace the sacred and time-honored role of creating a Jewish home for our son.
We will try to make our home a place where he will learn his Jewish identity and be inspired to make his life more deeply meaningful and the world a place of greater harmony and blessing in the name of the Jewish traditions that we will teach him.
Now we're ready for the mitzvah of Mila. In fact, this is a mitzvah to perform. It's got two parts to it. Part A, enacted over a lifetime, and that's to raise your son to be a Jew. As Alana knows, I have 5 sons ranging in age from 32 to 21. I've been still doing this mitzvah for each of them in different ways. And you now embark on the mitzvah of raising your son to be a Jew. And it's a lifelong mitzvah.
I think we may have lost them for a moment, so we'll just be patient while they get reconnected.
So as I was saying, we're back. This is an important mitzvah to perform. It's got two parts. Part A is lifelong, to raise your son to be a Jew. Whenever a Jewish person embarks on doing a mitzvah, we offer words of bracha, of blessing, to affirm that that which we are about to do is a sacred act. It's the difference between Kiddush on Friday night and a glass of wine after dinner. One is a mitzvah, one's just nice. So here we ask Joseph and Alana to offer their words of bracha as you embark on doing the mitzvah of raising your son to be a Jew.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hachniso b'brito shel Avraham Avinu. Praised are you, Hashem, sovereign of all life, for inspiring us to continue the chain of Jewish tradition in the life of our son and welcome him into the family of the Jewish people.
Beautiful. Second part of this mitzvah does not take a lifetime to enact. It just takes a few moments, and it's actually also incumbent on the father. Some say the father and the mother, but traditionally it's just the father, and that is to actually place upon this child the outward physical sign of belonging to the covenant of the people of Israel, to circumcise him, which you can do if you wish. Otherwise, you could designate someone in the room who may be conveniently available to do it on your behalf. I accept. I've been designated as the parent's personal agent, your shaliach, to do this ritual on your behalf. I'm going to do so now, calling on Steve. That's going to be you to sit opposite me. I'll need one parent, one or the other, to stand, one or the other to stand with me. A grandparent or Lydia, if you wish, to put her finger in his mouth. Right here. And you know what? If he wants to put the music back on, this is a good time to do that.
Ruben will take some tunes.
והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. כל העולם כולו שירה שקטה, ומי ישמע ומי ישמע, והעיקר נשיר כולנו ונצחק, ויום אחד יבוא נשיר כולנו ונצחק. כל העולם כולו מחכה לך, והשעה יפה, השעה יפה, והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. וכל העולם כולו מחייך אליך, ואיך אני שמח לראות שוב את פניך, והעיקר לפתוח את הלב, לפתוח את הלב עוד קצת, ויום אחד יבוא נשיר כולנו ונצחק.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוות ציוונו על המילה. אמן.
go.
Look at you.
I think he's telling me what's more.
More, Daddy, more. I give him a third.
I would you wanna, the object is to get him to suck.
Yeah,
So if he's not sucking, you wanna reload. The only thing the wine does is tempt him to suck because of the sugar.
My sweetheart.
Okay.
Alana.
Yeah,
Come by for a second.
yeah.
He's totally completely perfect. Take a look.
He is perfect.
No, I mean, just take a look at the circumcision. Yes, it's a generally nice statement, but I think the circumcision is
It's perfect.
No-
Thank you.
No bleeding, nothing going on.
Thank you.
Gauze pad. You can let go, thank you. Gauze pad, just like this.
Good job, Sonisty. Perfect. Perfect.
Exactly what we're supposed to look like.
Perfect.
Okay. Right there. Lift him up. Who holds him when he has his name displayed on him?
Sorry,
Who holds him when he has his name?
I guess, we should.
Well, you have someone listed.
We just have
The song.
That's the somebody for the name. Who is it?
You don't know.
You have to have somebody. So we went
Your
over.
mom, so your mom.
No, I'm saying, did we put
The
in
sonic
there?
listed is.
Oh, Sonda is that, is my dad.
Can take after that.
Sure,
There's
yes.
another Sunday for the name.
Oh, that's not.
So, you know what? I put the wine down.
I cannot.
I. Yeah.
No trouble. I am, you can put it away. I have my papers where it is. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidash b'nei peten. L'chol b'shei osam b'tzeitzat chatam b'yivrit v'yisrael v'chaychakeinu. Reign Tzaveva Hatzil Yedidut Shalenu Mishak Manrito Shalchan Yidus and Baruch atah Adonai Korei Berit.
Amen.
Praise that you and I are God, sovereign of the universe, you who have shared your miraculous divine power of bringing new life into the world with Joseph and Alana. We thank you, O God, for this incredible new gift of life, for inspiring these remarkable, beautiful people, these two brand new parents, to embrace the traditions of our people and raise this child who embraces Jewish identity with passion, with love, with commitment and warmth. And for that we say, Amen.
Amen.
Left. And now we have the opportunity to bestow this child's name upon him. Naming is a very important and moving act of connecting in our tradition. The name is a symbol of love, a symbol of this child's personal and communal legacy, all that has come before him. And it's a gift that is priceless and it costs you nothing to give. And with these words of blessing and prayer, we give this child his name. Eloheinu Eloheinu kayim b'tayevon azelavimu leimo v'karei shemo beYisrael Avishai Nadiv Medilana Sarah Yosef Dan Yismacha b'yotzei chalata begalimo b'fri b'tnaka kadu yismacha v'chach v'ginat dagal yoladetecha v'nemor therefore that correctly processes ba'omer lach v'damayim chayi ba'omer lach v'damayim chayi ונאמר זכר לעולם בריתו דבר ציווה לעבר שקראת אברהם ושלותו ליצחק ויעמיד אל יעקב לכל ישראל ברית עולם. ונאמר וימול אברהם את יצחק בנו בן 8 ימים כאשר ציווה אותו אלוהים הודו לאדוני כי טוב כי לעולם חסדו. הודו לאדוני כי טוב כי לעולם חסדו. אבישי נדיב זה הקטן, גדול יהיה. Shem shenichnas labrei yikanes v'torah u'lachupal ma'asim tovim v'nomar.
Amen.
We give thanks to God for all that is good. We declare this child's name to be among the people of Israel. Avishai Nadiv. That this child who fell so small grow to be great. May his name be honored by all who have the privilege of sharing his life. May you, Alana and Joseph, tell your son that he is a Jew, that he has an opportunity, indeed an obligation, to try to make the world a better place, one small act of love and time, and in so doing, make his own life more deeply meaningful. May you, Avishai, study our Torah. May you seek knowledge. May you make an honorable, virtuous use of the knowledge you gain wherever you go and whatever you do. May you always be surrounded by those who love you and care about you and want to share in your life. May you always have a simcha to look forward to. May you always have an outstanding seat at a Pesach Seder. And to that we say,
Amen.
You make some room for the clowns on the couch for this people. No, I meant that.
Here, we'll sit on the chairs. Pants, son. All right, so, all right. Turn this thing. Okay, just want to see. We are overjoyed to be here with you all today, with friends and family around the world via Zoom, to introduce you to our child. We can't wait to share the meaning of his name, Avishai Nadiv, with all of you. We first want to share more about the journey that led us to this incredible moment. And can I have the tissues, please? Avishai Nadiv, our beloved child. We have dreamed of you for so long. Your dad and I have been partners for 10 years, and even early on, we're excited to one day be parents together. But for the past several years, that dream felt like it could never be. About 5 years ago, we found out that your dad has a very rare genetic disorder called Pompe disease. You don't have it, but it will certainly be a part of your life. For several years, the diagnosis was like a shadow following us around. It brought up scary questions about how it would affect our future family. We hoped those concerns wouldn't come into play for many decades. But just a few months before the world shut down due to a global pandemic, your dad started showing symptoms. The disease, which affects all his muscles, breathing, and stamina, progressed rapidly. We were scared, confused, and angry, most of all because we feared it meant losing our dream of ever becoming parents. A doctor told us that Joe would never be able to pick up a baby on his own. That doctor is still on Joe's care team, and we respect and appreciate him, but in that moment, we took his answer to mean that we could never be parents. We sat in the hospital lobby in tears, grieving all the hopes and plans we had dreamed up together. From there, your dad and I experienced immense pain. Working through this pain has made us more compassionate and loving partners to each other, and we believe more compassionate and loving parents for you. Your Brit Milah represents the inevitability of pain. While your dad and I will do whatever we can to shield you from it, we know all too well that pain, both physical and emotional, is a part of life. It was certainly a very big part of bringing you into this world. Your Brit Milah also represents the greatest of joys. So we want to take this opportunity to share with you how our pain led us to this most joyful moment. So first, what your mom can teach you. As we navigated the stormy waters of the disease and your dad's rapid decline, your dad's unbelievably positive attitude became even stronger, always believing we could be parents. Your mom, I'm afraid to say, couldn't believe it. I could not believe in myself to bring a child into this world with all the unknowns about your dad's health and future. I descended into a kind of agony I didn't know possible. One I pray you never have to face. But I know there will be times that pain is inevitable, and I want you to know how I was pulled out. It was my parents, your Saba and Savta, who created a space where I could share my fears and my sorrow, and who lovingly listened to my cries. And when they helped me finally catch a breath, told me that your dad and I could be anything we wanted to be together, and that included parents, that we would make the most caring parents, that I would learn even when difficult how to allow help in, that what Joe wouldn't be able to do like other dads, he would excel in ways far more important. I want to share this because there will be times in your life, that I hope not many, that you will feel like you can't achieve your dreams. And I want you to know that you have a loving family and supportive community who will help you see what you can't. What your dad can teach you. Your father has dealt with more than his fair share of physical pain, from various surgeries starting at your age to different procedures throughout his life. In the past 2 years since your dad became symptomatic with Pompe, pain is a daily part of his life. Simple actions can tire him out or even hurt him. Most painful are his infusions, which he gets every 2 weeks at the hospital. While he has a particularly high pain tolerance, I think it's his spirit that allows him to endure the pain of being poked and prodded. God willing, you will never feel an ounce of what your dad does. He does our fill for the family. But knowing you will experience some pain, my prayer for you is that you approach it with the grace and wisdom that your father does. Your dad researched everything possible about his medical treatment and begins every infusion with the great hope that it's helping and saving his life. I think this removes some of the pain. He also treats every nurse like the goddess heroine that she is. As they poke his chest and instinctively apologize, he says, no, thank you. You're doing an amazing job, no matter how painful it actually is. I tried channeling this during your delivery, and I have to say it really did help. I know that if you follow in your father's footsteps, future painful moments will become a little less so. And now about your name, Avishai Nadiv. I'm actually doing much better than I thought I would. Okay. One Shabbat evening at home, we came across the name Avishai in a name book. We initially hesitated. After all, you have a cousin Amichai and a cousin Avi. How confusing. But when we looked into the meaning, we both knew this was your name. Avishai, in Hebrew, gift of my father, traditionally given in case the boy's father is coming back from war or recovering from a sickness. While we put no burden on you to find a cure for Pompe, your presence is the greatest gift we could ask for. Avishai also means my father is a gift to me. I can't think of anything more fitting. It's true that your daddy won't be able to do many things you see other dads doing. Like the doctor said, daddy will not be able to physically lift you up. But as your Saba said, daddy will be able to lift you up in ways far more important. He will play with you, teach you, inspire you, keep your mother from stressing out, and remind her to have fun. To her chagrin, he will make you care deeply about sports and trading cards and stocks and NFTs and watches. He will teach you how to make conversation with literally anyone about any topic, how to stand up for others and be an ally, how to write poetry, and how to be kind. What a gift indeed. Your middle name, Nadiv, means generous and noble. The name reflects our gratitude for the generosity of others, so many of whom are here with us on Zoom, and our hope that you embody the spirit of generosity throughout your life. In addition, our family's journey has taught each of us the importance of being generous towards oneself. Generous with yourself to make mistakes, to lean on others, and to take time to heal and grow. We pray you are always kind to yourself and model this to others. We are also honored to name you in memory of beloved family members. Avishai honors your maternal great-grandfather, Adrian Stark Abraham, better known as Papa. While he passed away when I was quite young, his legacy has shaped who I am today. Born in Hungary, Papa was the only member of his family to survive the Holocaust, losing his pregnant wife among other immediate family members. While in a forced labor camp, he forged documents and saved the lives of many Jews. After the war, Adrian met Rose Kornitzer, my grandmother, and they began to build their lives under the communist dictatorship in Hungary. During the 1956 uprising, they took a tremendous risk in escaping across the border to Austria, all for the sake of their 2 young children, including your Savta. With help from family, they emigrated to the US and rebuilt their lives in New Jersey, where you will grow up. His long life of 90 years represents strength and renewal. Despite losing his entire family, he found love again, protected his family, and always kept faith in his Jewish tradition. It's our hope that you follow in Papa's footsteps by finding comfort in your family, and no matter the challenges that arise, believe in yourself to rebuild.
Avishai is also in honor of your paternal great-grandfather, Arthur Robbins. Grandpa Art was born in Brooklyn before making his way to Arizona, where he lied about his age to enter the army and fight for his country at the age of 16. Well, we hope you never have to fight for your country. We pray that you will always have the strength and will to fight for what you believe in. Grandpa Art went to college in Arizona, albeit the wrong one, before making his way to Northern California, eventually settling in the Bay Area where your daddy was raised. Grandpa Art was extremely generous and a pillar of the Jewish community. He loved and supported the arts, Judaism, and many other things your mommy and I care deeply about. Now, families can be tough, Avishai. There can be strained relationships and hard times. But even through those, Grandpa Art and I were always close, and I'll never forget the relationship we had.
Nadiv is in honor of your paternal great-grandmother, Janice Roggaway. Now you might be wondering, how is an N named in honor of Janice? While it may be a bit unorthodox, we chose N because everyone knew Janice, not as Janice, but as Nana. And we mean everyone. In fact, your mommy didn't even know Nana's real name until well into our relationship.
Nana was one of the most generous people I've known. I remember up to the end of her life, she had calendars from organizations we had never heard of because she would support their holiday drives or whatever else they had going on. She didn't have much to give, but she always gave it happily and modestly. She didn't have to know you to love you. There's so many stories of people outside of our family, and many we weren't even friends with and have never met, who called her their adopted Nana. But we were lucky to have her as our actual Nana. We got our writing genes from Nana, and she and I shared a special writing bond. She was also a hoot and the life of the party until the very end, even if she was the only one partying. Your mommy and I loved going to see Nana every time we were back in California, and we hope you get her amazing traits.
And now Daddy will steal the show with one of his poems, which you'll get to know very well.
Dear son, before I read what I wrote for you, I want to take a moment to address your mom. You can't cry.
Sorry.
Your incredibly strong, inspiring, caring, and loving mother who has overcome so much for me and for us. Avishai means my father's gift, and your mother is the greatest gift. Ilana, I'm in awe of you on a near daily basis. The way you have dived into a life you did not expect or sign up for. The way you have overcome the obstacles continually thrown at us. Our doctors and nurses know that we are a team, that you will be at every possible appointment, that you care for me the way many couples never learn the need to care for one another. I'm in awe of you and I love you. Thank you for everything, especially Avishai. Which brings me to our son, Avishai Nadiv. A poem in honor of your Bris. Son, memorize your eyes and they will guide you. Become a pupil of my pupils and they will lead you and teach you, reach you and meet you wherever you are. Use these eyes. The pupils, which appear black like they lack a light source, when in fact pupils absorb all of the light coming their way. May you be a black hole holding on to the knowledge you seek. May your life be as colorful as the rainbow as you grow long and strong like the stem of the iris from bud to flower. May you always have the power to color your surroundings. May you cast a wide net with these retinas, tools of perception and inflection as you perceive what will become belief and you achieve greatness. May the horn of your cornea trumpet loudly as victory comes into focus. May the only defeat you know be minor and help you grow. There will be times in your life where the answer may not be easy to find. May this lens provide you with clarity and focus as you show us who we know you are meant to be. Still feeling stuck? You can always hop on these optic nerve superhighways and download any information you need at lightning speeds. These eyelids, droopy from lived experience, are here for your protection. A force field shield, lock and key, working with these long lashes to shield you from debris and act as a warning when something that shouldn't gets too close. See, son, these eyes have seen their fair share of pain. They've known heartache and heartbreak. They've seen dreams broken and hopes dashed, and they've felt like they'd never see light again. But they've also found redemption and love and warmth and brightness, seen how right everything can be with faith and belief, and your mommy beside me. These eyes are resiliency, wrinkles etched by effort as much as time, tears of joy washing away pain. These eyes are alive, like you, my son, my greatest gift and largest joy, my beautiful baby boy. Son, memorize my eyes and they will guide you. Become a pupil of my pupils and they will lead you and teach you, reach you and meet you wherever you are. And wherever I may be, long after I'm gone, when you are grown big and stronger than I ever was, when your eyes are a guide for your own daughter or son, my eyes will still be there, shining with pride, ready to offer guidance whenever you need.
That's your call.
I hope my son.
Yeah. If I can get, wait a second, get my paper back. Thank you.
Every morning want to
Yes. We want to thank so many people. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. 1 year ago, we could not have imagined reaching this moment. Our decision to become parents represents, no, it's not food time now. Our decision to become parents represents our overwhelming love and belief in each other as individuals and as a team. Our determination to find accessible solutions, to ask for help when we need it, and to pursue what matters most to us, no matter how challenging it may be, has led us to you, Avishai Nadiv. We could not be more grateful and proud to be your parents, and we love you more than we could have ever imagined.
We want to thank so many people for not only celebrating with us today, but for sustaining us to this moment. Our parents for their never-ending love, support, wisdom, and care. We aspire to be the parents you continue to be to us. Mom and Dad, we appreciate all of your help this week and since you've been here. You moving out here for the month means so much to us, and we know how loved Avishai will feel by you, no matter the geographic distance. Our siblings, niece, and nephews for all your excitement about our growing family. Your newest nephew/cousin, can't wait to meet you. Our care teams, Ilana's doctors and nurses, my many doctors and infusion nurses, our doula Lauren, baby nurse Lydia, and my caregiver and extended member of the family, Ciamara. Thank you, Rabbi Cooper, for creating today's meaningful ceremony.
And thank you to our community of family and friends near and far. We love you and can't wait for you to meet Avishai Nadiv very soon.
Thank you for
Thank you
being
for
here
coming.
with us.
Mazel tov.
Cinnamon toast, mazel tov, mazel tov, cinnamon toast, cinnamon toast, mazel tov, mazel tov, cinnamon toast, cinnamon toast, mazel tov, mazel tov, cinnamon toast. Hey, Lord,
I have to sign out, so he's gonna ask what to I'm gonna end the meeting, say goodbye to the Zoomers.
Wait,
Oh,
actually,
one
let's
sec.
record it. Let's make sure it's good to record.
Well, either he or I hope that I think the recording was still in progress.
I don't know.
Just because we had to log off because the computer lost
Right.
its power.
Okay, so yeah.
So, but you'll still see the whole thing.
Great.
No, you actually may not, because
Let's just
this
double
was
check.
drawing its power, the camera was drawing its power from the computer. So you won't see it. You won't see the part we were offline.
That's okay.
But I'm gonna click end the
But people are
meeting now.
still chatting if you want to keep it open. for-
Well, I need to head out though.
Oh,
Yes,
okay, got it,
yes.
got it.
What I can do is I don't know, I can just disconnect the camera.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna ask you to sign out of my account
Sure.
Sure.
and just, just to clean the Zoom profile of my credentials.
Sure.
So I will take this out and then you're gonna start seeing everything right here. And the video is off, but you can put it back on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you see now, and you can play around with that if you want to.
Yeah, I'll just turn it back on. And we can chat with people.
Alana and Joseph, you asked if you guys have any questions you want to have.
Hi, everyone. You can unmute if you want. Or actually, I don't know if you can. We can't hear you, just FYI. But we love you. You can chat it to us.
Hello, everybody.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov, Lana and Joe and Eva and Steve. And all the family. Hello, everybody.
Show me the shortcut. I think I walked around 2 or 3 miles.
Let's go,
I think everything worked out great.
Show him.
The loud.
There he is.
Oh my
I
God.
made a mini Joe.
Oh, what a cutie. Hi, Avishai. Hello, Avishai. Papa.
Adorable. So just don't disconnect.
Where is Safta Eva?
So they just sign out.
Jerry.
Sign out when you're ready.
First
Okay?
cousin.
Hey,
Joe. Hi.
First
cousin.
I'll put it in a Google Drive folder for you.
Hi.
And I'll send you the link. And I think that if you can download it from there, I'd rather not store it. sort of,
Bye, guys.
perpetually.
Hi, everyone. Mazel tov.
Thank you so much.
Grandma Eva.
All right, Alana, Joseph, call me 24/6.
Thank you so much, Rabbi. Thank you for everything. I should go off.
All right.
Hi, Deborah.
It's not really.
But not including any of
Thank
the.
you.
Grandma Eva. Eva.
Hi, Rita.
Turn it so
Where's
people
Rita?
can
Where did
see.
she be?
Here, why don't you,
Oh, there's Rita.
Well,
Hi,
if you just
Rita.
look in.
here, but if we just bring this over here.
Oh, there you go.
Hi, Uncle Dave. There's Rena, cousin Rena. Hi. Cousin Nava. Hi.
Here he is.
Wow, it's so nice. Mazel tov. He's beautiful.
It's adorable.
He is. And he's sleeping. There he is. Ooh, and double
Avishai.
time. We have him here and the computer.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Right. That's right.
Wait, he says too noisy over here.
Yeah, right. Oh, there it is. Hi, Diane.
There's Avishai.
This Diane.
We're still on.
He's got more hair than me already.
Avishai.
It says Michelina.
Oh, you're seeing it from here.
Yeah.
And now he's sleeping sound.
Rena, here's your cousin. Right. So how do we know it's been that the recording's
Oh,
on?
the
It's
Rachel
when we
Ritz
end the
band is right
meeting.
there. Rachel.
It's like no, it's when we end the
Hi.
meeting. So it'll,
You live.
Okay.
Hi.
yeah, it'll go till. the
Where?
end.
I don't see her.
Rena. Hi, Rena.
I don't see Rachel.
Hi.
Hi, Miriam.
Hi, Mazel tov. It was such a beautiful, beautiful bris. We cried out of joy. We cried out of pain and joy for you. It really was
Thank
so
you.
special to share this special simcha with everybody.
Thank
We loved
you.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Lisa. Yeah. Rachel, where's your
Ilana, you
bed?
look great.
Future best
Wonderful.
friend. Future best friend. Thank you. Thank you. Avishai, that's your future best friend.
Hi, Diane.
Future best friend right there. You're just 1 week younger.
Who's that, Ilana? Who's 1 week younger?
So Rachel and Gilad in Israel, there was Rachel and I have been friends since we were in diapers, and they just had a baby a week before Avishai.
Oh, that says they have to move to Teaneck, or you have to move to
So
Israel.
we have, well, and she's from Teaneck, so it's perfect.
Oh,
But
that's
future
nice.
best friends
Okay.
right there.
Well, Mazel Tov.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
We wouldn't have missed it. It was so special.
Thank
Enjoy.
you. Mwah.
There's cousin Nava.
Hi, Nava. Thanks for staying up late.
Must be from Israel.
Yeah. All right. Thank you all so much for coming, and we can't wait for you to
Thank
meet
you.
him.
Okay,
soon.
Mazel tov. We love you all.
Thank
Mazel tov.
you.
Yeah.
Bye, Rena.
Bye, Ella.
Bye, everybody. Mazel tov.
Hey, Ella.
I can't see it.
I can't say. And thank you, Ruben, for being our tech support.
Yes, thank you, Ruben, MVP of Zoom. All right. Bye, everybody.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Rena, Steve.
Wait, do it on there. Oh, it's because.
There you go. Here.
This was so nice,
No.
guys.
Hold on.
Look carefully.